You're watching Global Matrix Network Streaming. Join us for a program filled with informational subject matter, entertaining celebrities and guests, and impactful discussion. Join us on Speak, Sing, Eat with your host, Pastor Danny Hudson.
And welcome again to Speak, Sing, Eat. I'm your host, Pastor Danny Hudson. You know, this is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're here to encourage you. We're here to inform you. And, you know, we're going to have a little fun doing it also. You know, a few years ago, I hosted an event, a Christmas banquet, and I was looking for a musician, a saxophone player to come and just minister to us in that event. I reached out to this particular group and I found someone. And you know what? When we come back from this break, I'm going to introduce you to her. She is a powerhouse saxophone player and you don't want to miss her playing. We're going to talk about how we met and we're going to talk about what she's doing. It's Kimberly McKinney when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Tell somebody, call somebody. Tell them Speak, Sing, Eat is on with Pastor Danny Hudson. We'll be right back.
What's up, guys? It's Calvin Johnson Jr., and you're watching Speak, Sing, Eat with your host, Danny Hudson, on the Global Matrix Network.
I got a macchiato for a Zeus. Zeus?
It's Zeus.
Whoa. Kind of like the Greek god of lightning?
It's exactly like that.
Cool.
Nothing to see here, people. Just a major VIP coming through. Please, no eye contact. It makes me uncomfortable. Look at this. Got a little VIP lounge for me. The only thing this place is missing is a masseuse. Sir. Yeah, there you go. You look like you got strong hands. You want to come over here and give a little... You mind? A little bit?
Time for this dragon to fly.
You're watching Global Matrix Network Streaming.
And we are back. Thank you for hanging out with us today. And as I promised before the break, a very special guest, great saxophone player, great musician. I have seen her and watched her live, and I'm telling you, she got it going on, if I can use that term. Why don't you welcome to the show, welcome to Speak, Sing, Eat. Our guest for today is Kimberly McKinney. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pastor Danny, for having me. It's such an honor to be here.
So I am so glad to have you, and as I was kind of telling the audience before the break, that I host an annual Christmas banquet for our church, and it's an awesome event. And I remember I was looking for something a little different. I wanted me a sax player, and I looked up, and I don't even remember the name of, the app that I went to find you. I don't remember.
I remember.
but and I'll let you talk about it. But I do remember, booking you. I said, we're going to give her a try. I went on YouTube. I listened to some of your music. And I said, let's give her a try and let's see what she does. And the rest is really, really history. You came and people were wondering who is that and where did you get her? Where did you find her? And since that day, we've had you a few more times. So that's how much we have enjoyed your music. So welcome to the show. But first of all, I want you to kind of talk about how did you get into music? What why did you want to play the sax? And do you play any other instruments along the way? And how long have you been playing?
Oh wow. They basically recognized that I love music since I was the age of 2 years old.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. And my dad, when I was in elementary, they wanted to put me in some type of music class. So, your parents, they did what they can to,
Right.
make sure that you're part of extracurricular activities outside of your regular academic activities. So this was in Birmingham, Alabama. And
Where you from? Are you from Birmingham?
I was actually raised in Birmingham, but I was born here in the state of Georgia, but I was raised in Birmingham, Alabama.
So you're a peach, but you tried to leave the peach state and go across the border, huh? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, my dad said he wanted to go back to Alabama.
Now, do you have other siblings who are musicians?
No, I am the only child. I have 4 kids. I have children, but I'm the only child.
So you're an only child. Wow.
Yes.
So you started playing the piano. You had piano lessons and all that. When did you pick up your first sax?
I attempted to play sax when, first of all, let's go back. My dad used to play a lot of music around the house. And I grew up listening to Bob Marley, Still Pulse, a lot of genres of music, different artists,
Okay.
not necessarily all American. So my dad, so basically I started playing a sax. My dad used to talk about an artist called Ronnie Laws all of the time.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know who Ronnie Laws is, but I used to hear a lot of music with sax in it. And my dad will bring home various different types of instruments, for me to play. And, I didn't know what those things meant. So
Right.
It wasn't until around 5th grade that I wanted to switch instruments, and I wanted to play the sax because what I saw was mostly males playing the instrument.
Right.
I was 10, 11 years old about 10 years old, between 8 and 9 years old at that time. And all I saw was men playing those instruments. So I decided that I wanted to learn how to play the sax. And when I went to the band director at the school, he turned me down and said no. And just basically turned me away. So it hurt my feelings. So I decided, when I go to middle school, that I would start playing the instrument. And that's where it all started, in middle school.
In middle school, wow. So you were in the band, and so talk about after high school. What did you do after high school?
Okay, wow. Well, after high school, I decided to attend college at Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina. And that was where I attended on a music scholarship. I later changed my major, but I discovered during that time, and while I was there, I had a great opportunity to tour. We did tours, jazz tours, because my band director, he was heavily into big band and swing. And we did a lot of the Charlie Parker tunes, some of your major, staple straight ahead songs that you would hear when you go to those types of atmospheres. So I really developed a huge love for jazz, big band jazz, smooth, well, not necessarily smooth jazz, but just that was really my start, was big band and straight ahead jazz. And I would play that on tours. I actually got invited to play with some of the radio personalities at that time. Shaw University had a radio station called WSHA, and there was a personality there. Her name was Chella, I'll never forget. And I had an opportunity to meet a great jazz musician by the name of Donald Harrison. I attended one of his concerts in Durham, North Carolina, at a performing arts center. I think it's called Carborough Performing Arts Center. So I was able to meet him. He's a very prominent jazz artist that probably grew up or was around Brenton and Winton Marsalis, Brenton Marsalis. So because he's in that area, he's in the he was from the New Orleans area, but at the time he was living and residing in New York, and he did a lot of tours. So when he came to Raleigh, is the opportunity that was pretty much an opportunity, a lifetime. I got a chance to meet him, and that really broadened my broadened my respect for jazz music at that point. And from there, I changed my major. At that time, I was going to go to law school. I wanted to do music and be an attorney, but the music just took over pretty much.
So listen here. We're going to take a break. When we come back, and by the way, y'all, she is really rocking that hat tonight. So just look at that. She's rocking that hat. So in what seemingly was a male-dominated field of saxophone player, but today you have so many women who are playing the saxophone. When we come back, I want you to talk about the struggles that you had in this field coming up. You mentioned one being rejected by your band director when you wanted to play, but I want you to talk about some of the struggles and how your faith has helped you to overcome and to get where you are today, okay? We'll be right back, don't go anywhere, with more of Kimberly McKinney.
You're watching Global Matrix Network Streaming.
Make your move, cowboy.
I got the horses in the bag, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Who got next?
New Doritos Cool Ranch just got cooler.
I ain't dancing.
What do we know about him? He's leading desperate people. So this is a cult?
We don't know who he's associated with. He could be creating an army. Or he could be leading them to their death.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
There is a terrible evil in the world. Darkness is spreading.
Evacuating the building! They're gonna hunt us down.
Where sin abounds, grace abounds more. You're watching Global Matrix Network Streaming.
And we are back with the lovely Kimberly McKinney. And before the break, we were talking about discussing some of the struggles that you had as a female saxophone player. Some of the things, the obstacles maybe that were in your way, but that you have overcome, and how your faith has helped you overcome to get to where you are today, being a very dynamic sax player, and I can attest to that myself. So talk a little bit about that, some of the struggles and how your faith have helped you to overcome.
Absolutely. You know, if anything, when you're performing, you're playing a male-dominated instrument, automatically people are going to assume that the responses that you're going to get is, oh, that's nice. Oh, she's going to play the sax. They're going to think that you're going to just da 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 da, you know, toot 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 toot. And that I'm not that girl. I'm not your girl if you just want toot toot toot.
That one now. For real.
I'm very not really aggressive, but I am, when it comes to that instrument, I set in my own comfortability.
Okay.
I'm confident. And even though if I'm performing, trust me, I still get nervous. Before every performance, I'm nervous. But the struggles that I have is the fact that people really underestimate you because you're a female, and they figure that you're not going to perform as strong or as full out as a guy. And I've been proven to, you know, kind of like prove that, you know, that stigma very wrong, because what I've done and with my faith before, I just, you know, a lot of times you hear it, but I just, you know, it's better I'll show you better than I can. Show you better than I can tell you, because I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time trying to explain. You're just going to see it on the stage.
Right.
And when you see it on the stage is when, you know, sometimes people have to go and scoop up and, you know, pull their lip back together.
Well, let me tell you, you were at my last event at the Christmas banquet. And I remember people saying to me, who is she? Where did you get her from? Can I get her contact information? You know, et cetera, Because when I first, you know, I watched you on YouTube, which is why I wanted to hire you in the first place. But when I actually heard you playing the sax live, I said, whoa, now, what do we have here? And of course, we love you so much, we brought you back again. So, you know, I can attest to anybody that you are the person for the job when they want somebody to play the sax. So let's kind of shift for a minute and talk about your latest project. Let's talk a little bit about the latest project. What is your latest project? Tell us about it and tell the viewers where they can find it.
Absolutely. My latest project is called Have My Cake. It's been out about a year now, and I'm very excited about it. It's been it's international. It's been playing across the radio stations across the world. I'm very proud of that. I've been working with some very good people, very good team. And that actually, that album, you can catch that on any of the digital platforms that you have, which is the Apple, your Amazons. You can actually go on my website to purchase. You can get it on any of your streaming services. You can just, you know, if you have access to Spotify or Google Music, anywhere that's played digitally, it doesn't even matter. You can you can use it as a music 15-second or 26-second story on your stories or your reel. So that's just how it's everywhere.
All right. Well, let's talk about this key component. If somebody wants to book Kimberly McKinney, how do they get in touch with you? How do we get in contact with you to book your services?
Absolutely. I have my management company. His name is Terrence Smith, out of Ari Entertainment. His number is 404-749-0520. You can also reach me by my website. You can actually reach me on social media, which is Instagram, Facebook, and even Twitter. Anywhere you can even Google me, baby. And and you can find all of my information.
Right. So this is before we wrap this up, this show is called Speak, Sing, Eat. And so at the end of the show, we always deal with the eat part, okay? So for Kimberly McKinney, when it's time to eat, what restaurant are you going to, or whose kitchen are you going to, and what are you eating?
Whoa, okay. Let's see. Well, I've changed my diet a little bit. So here lately I've been going, I like Capitol Grill. I like New York Prime. So those are expensive. But if I want to do the healthy side of things, I love a place called Tassili's Raw Reality. So I love to get their kale salad, the kale wrap mixed with okra and some really, really good ingredients. So if I want to do something healthy, I definitely do Tassili's Raw Reality.
Wow, I'm getting hungry right now just thinking about that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the lovely Kimberly McKinney. When we come back, we're going to wrap this up, and we're going to ask Kimberly McKinney to just give some words of wisdom and some advice to up-and-coming musicians about their craft. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to that.
Jake from State Farm. What's good?
Oh, Patrick?
Nah, fam. Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount. But speaking of deals, I heard regular guys like me are getting the Patrick price. That can't be real, right?
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget. Even yours, typical sneakerhead.
Wow. Just anyone now?
Yeah.
Man, these just sold out then.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Hey, this is international saxophonist Kimberly McKinney, and you are watching Speak, Sing, Eat with your pastor, the phenomenal Pastor Danny Hudson.
You're watching Global Matrix Network Streaming.
Listen, it's been a pleasure to have Miss Kimberly McKinney on the show today. You want to book her, you want to find her, you want to Google her, wherever you want to hear her music, but especially you want her at your live events. And before we go, we're going to ask Miss Kimberly McKinney, give some words of wisdom to up-and-coming artists and musicians about their craft. What would you say to them?
Absolutely. Never feel intimidated by other musicians. You are one person in your own lane, they're in their own lane. But make sure when you are a musician, make sure that you have the right team of people around you for what your vision is, and make sure that they understand what that vision is so that they can perform based upon your vision and not someone else's vision, or not what they think you should do. Make sure that your vision is clear, and just do the best that you do. Rock out, have fun with it, but make sure you have a dynamic team.
All right, well, you heard it from a sax player that I know can play the sax. Go look her up again, get her latest project, support this artist in what she is doing. Thank you so much for coming on Speak, Sing, and Eat. We appreciate you. And again, we just pray that God will favor and God will prosper you in everything that you put your hands on. All right, that's our show for the day. Remember, speak life into somebody, sing a melody in your heart, and Lord knows, find you something good to eat. I'm your host, Pastor Danny Hudson. That's the end of our show for today. God bless you. We'll see you next time.
Program filled with information informational subject matter, entertaining celebrities and guests, and impactful discussion. Speak, Sing, Eat with your host, Pastor Danny Hudson. Thank you for watching.
You're watching Global Matrix Network Streaming.